They try to go on a run for a little bit, you know. They try to hide. I guess they were spotted or got picked up in Detroit City, you know. And I just saw something before we even came on that they got a high-end lawyer, and I think they left their son in the twist.
Wow. I mean, there's no doubt that he did it, right?
Man, that ain't funny. But you're right. I just thought about that, man. You are absolutely right. Like, why should we waste all our money on
the
you know?
Yeah, the situation ain't funny, but
not at all.
But I you know what? The fact that that's some shit they would do. It's crazy. Look, it's crazy what motherfuckers would do to get themselves out of trouble. And the fact of the matter is, this shit wouldn't even, unless he got the shit from somewhere else, it wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for them. Didn't they buy the motherfucker the shit?
Yeah. And they kept it unlocked.
Right. They bought him
in a bedroom drawer.
Then it's reports that this motherfucker was, the teacher caught this nigga in class looking for ammo online, wholesale. It was like, no, get out the class.
No, they called the parents up to the school and was like, you know, come get him.
Right.
You know, come take him out of here. And they both came up there and was like, he's fine.
Yeah.
Just, you know, let him stay, you know, feed him, you know, then send him home.
Because they found out that Mammy said some shit. I think it was the second time around because he got caught twice. And the mother was like, just don't get caught. You got to do a better job of not getting caught. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
All that shit come out in court. All of that shit come out in court. And I hope they put him up under the jail, man, just to send a message that none of this shit is cute.
Right.
You know what I mean? You think your son need a weapon to go to school to defend himself? Take his ass out the damn school.
Let me tell you something. I hope that this motherfucker does not get the same judge as Kyle Rittenhouse, because nothing would be allowed in the fucking evidence.
And all the black students that you shot, you will refer to them as future terrorists and future drug dealers, future murderers,
future gangbangers, all of that shit. Like, you know, you know what? Somebody, I was just watching Professor Black Truth, and what does this do? This is Ethan Crumb right here, and he drew up the parallels between this cat and his parents and Ethan Couch, that kid that stole some beer at 16, got in the car, struck 4 people and killed him, and homeboy just got like 10 years probation, and then turned around a year later and violated the shit with his mom. They skipped the country and shit, and they found the motherfucker drinking. And it's
that's different because they had big money.
Absolutely.
They had big money and big influence. But this is gonna be different. They're gonna do these parents in. They're gonna set an example on these parents.
I hope so.
They're gonna go extra heavy, man.
I hope so.
They should,
because when you see a lot of these cases, man. Again, I think we talked about it on the one other show where we said, you know, you see motherfuckers getting charged with murder 1 when realistically it should have been 2 or maybe manslaughter. You would have had more of a realistic chance of getting them. And we seeing motherfuckers get off with everything.
Mm-hmm.
If you look like them,
not jaywalking, nothing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think these parents are in for a world of hurt along with their son.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's I think this one is a little bit different from the other ones because, mind you, it was somewhat in the burbs. Majority of the victims were Caucasian. And the circumstances behind this, because what the guy say, the school may not be charged, you know, criminally, but they will get dinged civilly.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Because that school's going to have to pay for letting that dude stay in class.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you got to go until you get signed off from a counselor saying that you done did some type of rehab. You cannot come back to this school.
This motherfucker had to go to gun rehab. You know what's funny is, like, I have yet to, well, I haven't paid much attention to this shit, but have you guys heard anything about his mental state yet? Did they bring up any of those bullshit excuses?
That's good.
So? it's gonna come, about him, being bullied and
I heard
somewhat of an
the bullying shit
outcast
already.
and all that shit.
Yeah.
But it's gonna come. But he has a record. I mean, he's pretty much was crying out for help, and parents was like, "Yeah, motherfucker, take this pistol."
Right. Yeah. Take this armor-piercing ammunition.
You can't throw them hands. You can't do here. Take this pistol.
Here goes some hydro shocks. It'll knock a kid down real easy.
Fucked up.
Yeah, it is. But I mean, fuck. That's what they might as well say. Why in the fuck do these kids need these weapons, man? Like, what? Look, man. If you get one of our kids, it's like, oh my God, they got good. But you steadily seeing, you just had the congressman take a picture with his whole motherfucking family, and they all had weapons, the kids, everything. I think Marjorie Taylor Greene did that shit. When it's their kids, it's a whole different animal. When it come to our kids, the shit is criminalized. And it's a brother, his channel is what? Your World. And he always brings up the fact, now these motherfuckers come to school and do these mass shootings. He said, why is there no metal detectors in their schools?
Yeah.
Me and Tank was just talking about that.
Right.
Should be mandatory for all the damn schools.
They put that shit in our schools. They had that shit at Cheney when I went.
Yeah, yeah.
I know.
I mean, we lost an hour every morning going to a fucking metal detector, and they never found a goddamn gun.
Never found shit. I know East High had it. East High had them. I don't know about Wilson and Rand. But what I'm saying is the guy, he made a good point. He said, why these motherfuckers be the ones that be doing the mass shootings? Why are there no metal detectors? That's because their parents don't want to they ain't having that shit. But they got police.
They don't want to see that shit.
Right. Yeah. They got fucking police officers in our schools flipping over black girls and slamming the shit out of them. These motherfuckers walk up in the school, kill every motherfucking body. And this just be the shit that we hear about. When Columbine happened, it was so many other school shootings around that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That never got talked about.
But, the utter failure of everybody involved, considering you had kids talking amongst themselves about, hey, man, I ain't going to school tomorrow. You heard what old boy said he was going to do.
Yeah.
And you had, the stories are coming out. Kids' parents are saying, yeah, my son and my daughter told me that they want to do online schooling for that day, because they through the grapevine, somebody said it's going to pop off.
Listen, let me say this, and you just hit the nail on the head, Mr. Coppola. That's the whole fucking school system. Mm-hmm. They said all of these adults saw the signs were coming, and they just ignored them. Now, a nigga could have a young kid. Let me again. I'm trying, fellas, with that word. A young kid could go to the store and get some Skittles and some tea, and you got a grown man accosting him even after the fucking police officers told him, leave him the fuck alone. Stand down. And he get off. Another kid could be playing in a park with a toy gun, and they just
shot on sight. Yeah.
But this motherfucker is literally saying, hey, I'm doing this shit.
I need help.
Right.
He's like, I need help. And one of those notes he was writing saying, drawing
Come on.
him, killing people or whatever, saying, somebody help me.
Got guns, stick figures, and shoot motherfuckers. Me, them. Pow, pow. Look, the cat he's shopping for ammunition. He in class. Let me get his ass. I'm going to need about 2 boxes of black Talons. And they just kick him out of class. Come on, man.
That should be something just like, you get more, you get in trouble for, surfing the internet for porn.
Come on, babe. Come on.
Won't they kick you out of school for that?
Kick you the fuck out of school.
Natural shit. They'll show you that bullshit in health class. Man.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
You gotta have a
as far as
ice.
If a teacher see a kid looking for ammo at school, like what? You know what I mean? And I heard that motherfucker.
You gotta have adult supervision to look at black ice. No, but
Oh, shit.
Mr. Marcus, I'll be your sex education teacher for the day.
Sir, there's no hats allowed in the building.
Got a Yankee hat on.
Mr. Marcus, I don't take this off for nothing.
For nothing.
I'll take off my hat or my boots.
The only thing I take off is condoms if I put them on.
Wow. You didn't have to go there.
All right, see. We drifting.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, but this is something that they should do with every single parent when it comes to a school shooting. I mean, it's common knowledge. If you're a responsible gun owner, you're supposed to have that shit locked up. I mean, don't buy a gun if you don't have a safe. You know, especially if you have children in the house. You know, that's absolutely ridiculous.
Right.
Especially, I mean, come on, they had to see the signs. I mean, as parents, they had to see the signs. This little kid was fucked up.
Yeah.
You know,
They don't come home. You know what's wrong? Half the school just whooped my ass again. Oh, okay. We know not no karate classes, not pulling them from the school. They skipped all that. We just gonna go get him a gun. He can handle it.
The one thing,
the
one thing I did see was somebody pulled up a picture and they said, watch, because I think this was Professor Black Truth. He had on an Ice Cube shirt and his pants was sagging. And they said, so just be aware that they might try to use that and flip that shit. Because what did they say? What did they say in Columbine? It was rap music.
Yeah. Well,
not all these movies
rap
where
music. What you call it? Ice Cube, you know, nor NWA, anybody else bought him that weapon.
Right.
Yeah.
And got the mama and daddy's name on that one. So they could skip that.
And
you know what I mean?
You look at these smug inbreds, man, they really don't feel like they, you can tell they don't feel like they did.
Keep going, man. Keep going.
Saying, man,
keep going.
They don't look,
finish your thought, man.
They don't look like they did. They feel like they did anything wrong, man. And
I watched some of the hearing, man. The mom was like freaking out because I don't think she never been in a system like that. The dad, while he was being, you know, they were reading accounts, he was laughing,
man,
like shaking his head, like this some bullshit.
Dad,
you know what I mean? I can't believe like they gonna charge me, you know, the responsible one, the one who got him that cig, you know.
Man, look, the dad looked like he don't drink shit but Mountain Dew. Tell me I'm wrong.
That was very specific, but yeah, I love it. I didn't know where he was gonna go with that one, but that is hilarious.
That's all they drinking. All they drink is Mountain Dew. All they drink, son, is Mountain Dew. That's all I'm saying. Look, man, it's
gonna be a lot of people like, what the fuck does that mean? Is this like an inside colored joke? Right. What is that? What does that mean?
Joke. No, listen, man. Look, you gotta start. They gotta start taxing these motherfucking parents, man.
Yeah.
Kyle Rittenhouse, mother got the shit for him. Or I think his
his mama dropped him off.
His mother dropped him off.
Right.
I think somebody else. I think I was wrong. I think somebody else got it for him, but his mother dropped him off. That to me. That's an accessory. His parents bought the shit. It's just like, man, at what point, man, do we really start sticking the foot to these people's asses, man? Because they don't get punished.
I think this is it.
I hope
I think this is it. I think this might be the test case, man. This might be it.
Right.
Because afterwards, once it started hitting the news, the mom texts the son, like, don't do it. Like, it's already done.
Right, it's done.
You know, so, yeah, they're going to get jammed. I got a funny feeling, man. They're going to get jammed.
I don't know, man.
They didn't, took out probably a couple mortgages on the house and, left old boy, since I don't think his future looking too bright.
Yeah,
there's no college fund put up for him.
Yeah.
No time soon. So they let him deal with the public defender. As y'all said, he's guilty. Don't look like he needs too much defending,
Shit, man.
And mom and dad was like, yeah, we need to get whoever,
His new name about to be Bobby Fisher. Ass.
I don't think he's going to jail. I don't think any of them are going to jail.
Get the fuck
I think I'm dead serious,
let me
man.
say this. Let me say this.
Build these systems for us, not them.
Exactly.
Okay.
But let me say this.
Okay.
Let me say this. He killed them. That's look.
And I think that's the biggest hook.
Right. And I think
that's the biggest hook.
Now listen, I think those parents got a better shot, even though I just don't see it. They look, listen, you didn't had Ahmaud Arbery shit, you didn't had the Cal Rittenhouse. That boy can't walk.
Yeah.
That boy can't walk, because then people gonna be like, all right, man, what the fuck do it take? Yeah. But wait till we get further down the list, though, because believe it or not, Mr. Coppola, when we get to another story here shortly, the motherfucker may. You never know with these people.
That's why I lined them up that way. I lined it up because I wanted to flow and follow into the next segment, and because I was like, good catch, Mr. Hobb, because that was right on time, because it could go either way. Yeah. I'm just leaning towards, because it's so blatant. And also it was somewhat in the burbs.
Right.
Yeah. You dig what I'm saying? It's a whole bunch of people out there that are pissed, and they, ain't got nothing but time to protest and, and raise a stink.
That's it.
So see how this one goes, man.
Absolutely.
This ain't going, this isn't going to get buried.
No, it does not.
I think these motherfuckers are going to come back with talking about, the teachers should have had guns.
Oh, God.
The only thing that stops a man with a gun is a good man with a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we can get all the, now the teachers, they can hold your kids at gunpoint before they fuck them. The pedophile teachers.
But you remember that's the same shit that happened after Sandy Hook.
You got to take
Sandy Hook. Yeah. Sandy Hook. They wanted people to have weapons with babies.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Okay.
But see, that's the rationale behind it when, when it's their kids.
I mean, it starts
they come up with
at
every
home.
Fucking excuse.
It starts at home, considering, you can't fight. You know what I mean? We can't be there with you, but here, take this pistol.
Right.
And that's the same logic as things talk about it. They want the teachers to have a gun. Everybody wants, they can't fight or defend themselves. Just get a gun.
Right. Except for us.
Yeah, except for us, because if we start doing that and start, being a cow walking around with an AR-15, because we saw what was happening on January 6th.
Man,
it'd have been World War III.
Man,
if one person of color,
let me tell you
would have
something,
came out with a assault rifle.
I'm gonna send it to.
But I want to defend my country. I want to defend, the Capitol.
Absolutely, I'm gonna send you gentlemen this video. It was a black and a white gentleman, and what they did was they wanted to see what the reaction of the police would be. So you had a white dude. He walked down the street with an AR-15, and you're like, "Hey, buddy, would you happen to have a permit for that?" I mean, soft spoken to the motherfucker. Would you happen to have a permit? No, I don't need it. Yeah, here's my gun license. Well, why are you walking around with it? Like, because I want to. It's a free country, Second Amendment. Well, okay. Well, hey, you have a good day, man. And you think the black dude turned around and did the shit. It looked like that scene from I'm Gonna Get You Sucker with Kung Fu Jay. Stepped the fuck out the car.
And we understand it was an experiment, but we know the masses just don't know. And
Right.
it's all those pretenders who act like we don't live in two separate Americas.
So, Mr. Coppola, do you think it's that they don't know or they just don't give a fuck? It's like,
the second part. The second part.
It's hey.
The second part.
Like, hey.
Yeah, it's better them than us.
Right.
They should know better.
Absolutely.
Last time I checked, this is America. That's just ludicrous. Black people walking around with guns.
Absolutely.
We can't have that.
We can't have that. Even though they,
again, they should know better.
Right. Even though they disproportionately more fucked over than anybody else. No.
It's like, you guys are here to protect and serve, but yet when you pull up, you the ones that's pulling out the guns or whatever. It's like, dude, I need your help.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you so paranoid? You got the guns, you got the vest on. I'm just walking.
Right.
Yeah.
With some Skittles and a nice tea.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That's how that goes, man. We could move on to to the next round of fuckery. I just want to get that out.